Hello there, useless demon lord, the game we are playing today, and I think we're finishing today actually. My name is of course Lynx, in case you don't know, in case you are starting freshly from this video. That's it, let's just jump into it. We know who tries still probably to off us as the demon lord. The inside job, very problematic. Hopefully we can deal with that. Let's see. I don't wait to start shaping up my act. The very next day I attend dinner in the dining hall with everyone else. I'm kind of freaking out a little now that yesterday's adrenaline has long since worn off. But it's fine, I was able to sleep surprisingly well last night, so I'm now in a peak condition, somehow.
Oh, Lucille, it's good to see you here again.
Right, I forgot coming out of my room means that I'd have to talk to Tress again. Obviously, it feels a bit awkward after having stormed out on her like I did.
But are you sure everything is alright with... you know?
Everything is under control, I can handle it. If the assassin was good at their job, I'd probably already be dead by now. Oh yeah, we can counterattack her like that, I guess. You know. Given that she definitely has anger issues, we could say something like that.
That's not particularly comforting. Well, if there's anything else I can do to help, please let me know.
Perhaps sensing my somewhat stunted determination, Tress chooses to back off there. I hope that when this is over and done with, we can go back to the comfortable, somewhat flirty relationship we had before. Only I think I'd better stop chasing her heels like a little puppy, huh? A relationship founded on something like that might end up being somewhat one-sided.
At the very least, it's good to see the old Lucille we know and love is back again, redder than ever.
Oh gee, idiot, my easily flustered nature isn't going away in a single night now, matter how put together I pretend to be.
Lynx is back!
Yeah, I sure am. Hello, Gummy.
Hi! Are you feeling better now? Did you and Ren'Py coupled?
Hey? Oh no, not at all. How do they know about that? The monster empathy thing only works with general things, not with specific information like that, unless... But there is no time to consider this mystery any longer, because the demon in question strolls in without carrying the world. When she catches my eye, she gets that nasty smug look on her face that I've come to despise oh so much.
Hey boss, good to see you again, it's been a while.
Shockingly, Zen's good to see is way less comforting to receive than Tress's.
It hasn't even been a day!
It hasn't even been a day yet.
Yeah, I know what you mean, it sure felt like it. That way you were gone, disappeared in a flash, huh? Time flies when you're having fun and all that. So did you at least recover from whatever sickness it is that you got? For I imagine it might have been a pretty difficult recovery, the sickness was in your head, but hey, don't worry, we're here for you.
I love that slime, like turning around one, you know, facing one and the other. No matter how much confidence I dredge up, the fact remains that I won't be able to keep... Ah, damn! Zen was not around when we dropped that good text. Damn it. The fact remains that I won't be able to keep up with Zen if I try to confront her verbally. She'd run circles around me, then point and laugh when I inevitably put my foot in my mouth. Thank you very much for your kind and considerate words. It truly is good to be back.
Cause it's spells here week, cool, fine by me.
Wow! Everyone's eyes are red today!
Yeah, hey there, Gibby, is it alright if I take the seat next to boss today?
I can imagine many things more unpleasant than that, and I make my feelings clear as such in my mind. Go ahead and tell her, Gummy.
Sorry, but like the spot, so nope!
Is that so?
Oh, whoa, no dizzy!
With sudden swiftness that has become familiar to me by now, Jen quickly steps around to Gummy's other side, grabs on their squishy mask with both hands and yanks sideways. Gummy loses control of themselves immediately, their whole body slashing around in a dizzying swirl as they roll away. Oh boy. Without missing a beat, Jen shoves a chair to Gummy's usual chairless spot at the table, and casually sits down in their place. Gummy can get dizzy, without in her ears. I wouldn't have thought that'd be possible. But damn, if anyone would have knowledge on whatever that indestructible slime's weakness was, it would be Jen, wouldn't it? Fine, but I'd love to see her try anything more than that with everyone else around here as witnesses. I say everyone, but even as the food is served, I can see that Chris hasn't shown up yet. That's not particularly unusual, though. I'm pretty much the only one who has gone to every meal since the day I was summoned, at least until recently. Out of sheer habit, I cast the usual detoxification magic on my plate, and it was indeed poisoned. How the hell? I hear a ch from the sick next to me. Yeah, how about that, huh? These food's poisoning methods sure are advanced. I say out loud, to no one in particular.
Poison, cool talking about that stuff if you wanna, but what would be topic to bring up while we're eating?
I'd apologize if I spoiled your appetite.
Yeah, and you better take responsibility. You can start by passing me the roast chicken like as an apology.
You two sure get along well all of a sudden.
I figure I could do a bit more to foster a healthy work relationship with my subordinate.
You'll have to buy me the reverse if you want to foster a relationship with me, Lucy.
I snap my fingers and the roast chicken is teleported onto Zen's plate. Should have teleported it onto her head, to be honest.
Wow, so impressive.
The sarcasm in her voice is obvious, but she still doesn't think twice about tearing a big old chunk of meat out of the tasty eggs bird as per her usual eating habits. I take it she didn't like the taste of the slight bit of extra seasoning I added during the magical transfer. She's not the only one with tricks up her sleeve. Zen says nothing and simply gives me a nasty look, to show any more reaction than that would be to admit her loss.
Honestly.
I'm sure to Tress, these antics must seem rather childish, but I'm taking a stand here, okay? A familiar sharp and deadly feeling of movement from under the table. Yeah, not this time, never again. Seriously, the audacity of this woman in a place like this. Here, you should probably hold on to this for the time being, Tress. Rather than taking the Gallagher from my hand Tress' size, Zen looks incredulously at the spoon that's now in hers. It's time to stop underestimating me, or time to stop underestimating my royal magic specifically. That's true. That's true, bitch. My nerves are completely shot. Don't think I've got any adrenaline left to spare me. Not after this week, and especially not after the past 2 days. I set up the usual magical fortifications around my room, with at least a notably less hopeless feeling in my heart than all the previous times I do so, and collapse into my bed. I may have just kicked the hornet's nest today, and I've started to regret it somehow, but I don't think Zen would respond to anything less. I won't back down now. She will either make a mistake and be punished for it, or she will give up and learn to respect me. I won't live in fear anymore. Stressful. Well, it seems like there won't be any hard feelings of her, and I can't help but feel a bit downtrodden. Trying to get her to pick sides would be too much to ask for. Actually, more so than downtrodden. What I feel is frustration. I really, honestly, seriously hate Jen. But Jen is friends with everyone, and despite my rank, I'm still otherwise a nobody. I remember a situation like this, albeit under far more mundane circumstances in my own old world. Some guy in some online chat room, whose username I hardly even remember anymore. The less said about him the better, but in summary, a bigot and a jerk. But just blocking him was enough because I'd still see everyone else cheerfully interacting with him like nothing was wrong. It was enough to make me start wondering if I was the jerk. I'd like to think that I've grown since then. The me of now would calmly ignore him and happily return to living her life without sparing another thought for his existence. But simple opposing viewpoints are one thing, and literal murder attempts are another, I mean, obviously. I so badly wish that the others could see Jen for who she really is, but the thought they probably wouldn't even care scares me too much. I wake up to a rather upsetting sensation somewhere in my mind. Someone's in the castle, someone I recognize, someone who shouldn't be here. Crap, no, okay, calm down, I know how to handle this kind of situation now, things won't be the same as last time. I quickly get up, get dressed, and rush to the main hall.
Tell me, where's the Lord? If you're even capable of speech to these monsters!
You should leave.
Nah! Not even gonna fight me, huh? This time, huh? So it's true that what they said about her, isn't it?
can't say no what they have said. Grusha is stuck in a rather awkward stalemate. As a dragon, he would ordinarily be strong enough to handle the situation on his own, but as soon as he moves, he'll leave the enemy behind him in danger.
Oh dear, my apologies, Grusha.
What on earth is going on here?
You! I won't lose this time, you sadistic bitch!
The same set of dark bendings from last time snares the hero before she can even make her first swing. Look, I understand your frustration, but our fight was concluded rather decisively and I want nothing more to do with you, hero. It would be in your best interest to leave now and not come back again.
Ha! Resort to cheap tricks now that you know you can't win. Think you can get me while my back is turned. No, I'll never leave until you fight me properly.
I'm really not sure what you're talking about. Was there any doubt who won last time? What makes you think things will be different now? The hero's baffling display of confidence flickers. This clearly wasn't what she was expecting. Which begs the question, what was she expecting? Let's rewind a bit. May I ask what exactly is it that they are saying about me?
Everyone in Char knows that you've been wounded and left in a weakened state. Even if you fight me off here, you can't have the strength to deal with the others after me.
If that were true, you must have been very sure of yourself to come alone again. I swear, but you won't be getting your revenge this time.
Now hold on for a second there.
Here, guys, guess word out about Lucy shot in hobbits. For I guess the story may have been gotten twisted a bit. Well,
Zen, you bitch.
Whoa, what the face? Do you have the time to be exchanging passive aggressions with me again right now? Ho ho!
Crap, it's not just that bitch. She's brought a whole audience of demons with her. I hear the hero cutting away her restraints from behind me.
Calling for help, are you? So boldness you faced me by your last time was just a farce.
Honestly, this is really not the time for...
No, go ahead, boss. We'll all stay out of your way, so why don't you go ahead and show us how strong you are?
A few cheers ring out from the group of demons behind Zen, hyped up at the idea of getting a chance to see their leader in action. One particularly excitable individual hollers above the rest. You can do it, Lord, kill the hero!
That word's not mine, but not only second the ocean. As if such a simple cheering could intimidate me!
Says the hero, looking very intimidated indeed. No public announcements have been made on our decision to cancel plans of war with the humans, and I seriously doubt I have the capacity to make that announcement myself in this kind of situation. Even if I try to weasel my out of this by only pretending to kill the hero while actually teleporting her away to safety, Zen would easily see through the trick and explode it to everyone. Dude, you are the demon lord, just kill Zen. Let's do it. I know, the fight will be tough, but let's kill Zen. I don't care anymore. Are there really no other options? Shit, no, I can't do this, not again.
Enough of this, if you don't make the first move, then I will!
All I can think of in this moment is to buy time. I keep my distance and pretend to fight. From the outside, it doesn't look much different from our first encounter. After all, I wasn't giving it my all the time either. But there's only so long I can keep this up before the crowd starts to get bored and starts to doubt my abilities. My thoughts are frozen. How can I cope up with anything else in the middle of the fight? The hero and I end up near Zen as we move around the room with our back and forth farce of a battle. Naturally, she's getting a real kick out of this, so I so badly want to turn around from this fight and wipe the smirk off her face. Do it. Just do it. Wait, maybe that's my way out. My thoughts start to race again. It turns out all I needed was that spark of inspiration. Hey. Gah. I feign a stumble, leaving a wide opening with the hero in front of me and Zen directly behind. Zen doesn't bother backing off to give us space.
Ah, this is it, Demon Lord!
The hero takes a new unfamiliar stance, since this was meant to be her trump card.
My master's move just for you, now taste my blade!
Flattering. To her credit, it's an impressive finishing move. Even if it does have more style than substance, it accomplishes its goal for, and mine as well. My shell shatters completely. It was surprisingly difficult to intentionally soften it up enough to let this happen, but after 5 days of using it non-stop, I've developed quite a bit of control over the thing. Of course, that means I also know how serious of a gamble this is. It will take at least a day to repair, so I'll be wide open and virtually defenseless for a while now. Wide open, virtual defenses went back to Zen and forcing all my attention to confront the perfect opportunity. Even if she knew it was a trap, an assassin as impatient as Zen would never miss a chance this good. Just as planned. Time slows to a crawl, everything grows cold and dark. But not for me.
What the hell?
Zen stands in darkness that only she can see, dagger outstretched. Trust she might fall, the weapon won't budge an inch, nor will the rest of her body, for that matter.
Now, how many people just saw you try to stab me in the back, do you think?
The noise from the crowd behind me seems to imply that it was quite a few. The hero is frozen in place as well, for in her case it's out of confusion rather than a curse.
What were you expecting anyway? Trying to go in for one quick little poke, hoping nobody would notice the extra stab wound on my body after the hero was done with me?
In a way, I'm pretty impressed, boss. Impressed that by the execution and you catching me off guard, but the curse itself is rookie stuff. I can break out of something like this pretty easy, you know.
With snapping, tearing sound, Zen can move normally again. Even so, I got what I was aiming for. The cheers for the blood of the hero have been replaced with confused murmuring on the topic of Zen's betrayal. Well, Tres, how's that for evidence?
As cool as it be. To have a pilot showdown here so everyone can watch me kick ass, I have a reliable time-honored tradition saying that I'd like to honor.
What?
I'm called the awful, saying it until the night moment. The money back silly.
Once again, I'm caught off guard by Zen's speed. Crap, where did she... My next thing I hear is the sound of a shell being shattered, and I know it can't be mine.
I'm up next, hero.
What in the hell? Surely there senses someone to do her work for her after all. I knew she was a coward.
Come on, like, has she seriously just not been paying attention this whole time? Are you dumb? I suppose she wouldn't be here in the first place if she was among the sharper of the knives in the drawer.
But Seiko's calling off on, by the way. Haha, if you want something do right, you gotta do it yourself. But though it feels like it's got less impact than it would have if I just said it right way. Whoops! Maybe it would have sounded snapper if I saved it for after I killed you.
With that familiar rising sharpness in her tone, Zen starts to move and... Who in there?
Who in there? Another human. What?
Never mind that, you've saved me. Now let's fight this vile woman together.
No. You're clearly shaking your boots right now, lady. I think you should probably focus on escaping.
The fuck are you doing, her boy? The chance was enough. Now we're on that side, her too. I should know. Humans will be humans or whatever.
Feel free to call it what you want, but I don't think you're in any position to be accusing anyone of traitorous deeds. Right?
I don't know how much you saw, but I have no idea what you're talking about.
Dude, everyone saw it. Just what kind of state of mind are you in? My god. One is dumb as fuck, hero, because she didn't see anything somehow. And this one pretending nothing happened. Wow. Yada yada. Play dumb if you like. Tres already told us to watch out for you, and it really does surprise me to see that she was right. Tres it. Shouldn't just blow off my suspicions after all? I know this isn't the time to be feeling relieved just yet, but I can't help myself.
This situation is starting to escalate pretty badly, isn't it?
Hey! Naturally, with this much commotion, she was bound to catch wind of what was happening here eventually.
Tres, you! The mates have reported to me that Zen intentionally led the hero into the castle, so I figured she may have had something like this in mind. I'm sorry for doubting you, Lucy. Hardly should have known better. I knew that Zen had the tendency to lie openly, but I didn't realize she would ever go so far as to manipulate all of us like this.
It's fine, understand. Thank you. By the way, the crowd is getting pretty hyped up again, although they've completely stopped caring about me and the hero. It seems that not much else matters as long as they get to see someone duke it out, and the fight between Chris and Zen is suiting their tastes just fine. For they do sound a bit divided as to who they're meant to be rooting for. And it's probably for the better that they don't fully understand the gravity of the situation. Of Chris, of course. At some point in the months that followed, the lounge has more or less become my official office space. He probably win, right? Because of that, his mathematical prediction. There is an actual office elsewhere, but the stiff chair and gloomy atmosphere of that room make it hard to focus. I could truly ask for renovations, but it's still hard to bring myself to order anyone around, you know. In the meantime, the lunch will do. I've flipped through the few pages of my notebook, looking over my schedule on one page and the diagrams I'd drawn to help me figure out the supply chain between a few villages in the demon lands on another. Sighing, I make a note to visit one of the listed villages for a task that requires my magic. That's the place that Jen is stationed now, isn't it? Not looking forward to seeing her again. After Chris beat her in front of everyone and delivered an uncharacteristically smug "See, I told you I'd win our next fight," that really pissed her off. I was missing some context there. The hero was stealthily escorted out and Zen was relocated. Despite everything, it wasn't possible to fully exile her. Her skills are unfortunately still needed, and we unfortunately live in times where a lousy attempt at assassination is enough to dispose of a technically still useful asset. This is what she said she wanted anyway, isn't it? To help those people who were struggling out there, or so she said. Yeah, so sorry for letting you carry out the job from a cushy leadership position, you crazy murder lady. Good. Get her to job, get her to work. Not that it's much of a cushy position for me for.
Oh, you're still up, Lucy?
Tress strolls into the lounge with a warm drink. Just one, for herself. She clearly didn't expect anyone else to be in here this late. Huh? I was so focused I must have lost track of time.
My, that doesn't happen to you often, doesn't it? What a hard worker you are.
Not sure if I'd call it hard work. I still feel like I'm not doing enough, frankly.
Please don't say that. I'm sure you haven't forgotten that we literally could not do this without you.
I guess. I recently took my first steps outside the castle, and with it came my first actual look at the outside. It made me wish I'd done so sooner, just to really take in how serious things were. The demon lands are, well, everything kind of sucks. The soil is more like gravel nearly everywhere, and the sky is always filled with smoke. Are you sure you are not in our world? And the only stuff that grows naturally are gnarled, dry and blackened shrubs. It would almost be comical how blatantly corrupted the place is and how well it matches the name. But unfortunately, demons are not actually adapted for living in this hellhole of an environment. Homelessness is rampant and agriculture is fucked. Those are just the first two items on my docket. An imp flutters in and hands me a cup of warm milk with honey, the same as what Tress has. She must have contacted them to bring me one as soon as she saw me here.
Really, don't sell yourself short. Those enchanted golems you invented to work in the fields are working wonderfully, and I'm told some of the crops have started to sprout. It's been a very long time since any of us has seen any amount of green within our territory.
And how's the rate of demons still pushing for invasions onto human lands?
Well, it hasn't gone down much yet. Don't let that discourage you, for everyone is understandably impatient and their attitudes won't change overnight. But your work will produce results that convince them soon enough, I'm sure of it.
I sigh, and get up from my chair. I scoot in next to Tress. As always, this is where I'm most comfortable. I feel like that's just how my life has always gone. It's always I'll see results someday.
I apologize. I didn't mean to touch on a sore subject.
Nah, don't worry about it.
I do believe that what we're doing now is the correct approach. War really never worked out for us. We'd always push forward, we win battles, claim plentiful lands, resources, but the humans always find the strength to push back eventually.
We sure do.
Enough this is the harder way, coexisting and establishing mutually beneficial relationships to get what we need through trade rather than conquest is well, I've given this spiel plenty of times before. You probably don't need to hear it again when you're meant to be winding down, so do you?
Yeah, it does helpful, thanks. I lean to Tress's side, sipping on the traditional sleep aid that may have been chosen as a subtle gesture tell me to stop working. One I gladly accept. I love you.
Hey?
I must be dozing off. I didn't mean to say that out loud. I'm sorry.
Hey, don't go mistaking my reaction. Now, I was just wondering when you'd finally say it. And was surprised because I'd almost start to think that you never would.
But I know that you're not one for that sort of relationship, so...
Oh, now when did you make that assumption, huh?
Hey? She never did say she never persuaded romantic relationships, did she? Me and my assumptions!
If you think that I'm not interested in dating seriously just because I sleep with a lot of different women, then you're pretty far off the mark, Lucy.
I'm sorry, that was pretty dumb of me, wasn't it? It just... Would that be okay with regards to the succubus stuff?
For me, sex is like... yeah, it's nourishing, in more ways than one, but it's not like I'm going to lose out on much if I switch to only feeding of one partner. And even if you can't keep me up with me, I did already tell you ages ago that I can survive just fine on regular food. And if you can, it tastes way better when it's with someone we love.
Keep up with... Oh, gosh.
So wait, you think that's a confirmation then, to the dating thing? Finally, she gets it! Yes! You, me, girlfriends! As if we haven't already practically been dating for weeks now anyway.
Oh. Cool. And indeed, cool it was. So that's a happy... well, not exactly an ending, because things are only just getting started, but that's where I'll leave it for now. Thank you for putting up with me. In the future, I can only hope that I can grow to be a bit less of a useless demon lord. Wink wink, nudge nudge, roll credits! A Fire Lily Games visual novel. Art and writing by Fiore. Music, composition, and sound effects by Maichan. Thanks for reading! Funnily enough, the moment I published the first video, I got a comment from the dev. Because I did not realize I picked the game for free, actually. It was... I mean, as you may or may not know, I basically browse through each... Well, regularly. And by browse, I mean I go through the feed of people I follow, of course. So basically the devs we played the games of. And I go into browse and go most recent, right? And until I notice something I see. Fuck. I see. What? Until I notice something I believe I've seen, I constantly scroll down, right? And sure, I don't look directly into the pages unless the thumbnail catches my attention. That's pretty much that. You make a catchy thumbnail. You got my attention, I will open it into a new tab, and then I will actually pay attention to what is going on with this game, right? And sometimes I'm like, hey, I notice I've seen this game before. By the way, I feel like each is well, sadly curated way worse than even Steam. Given the fact that some people are able to still upload games of other people. Yeah, that's hugely problematic. Well, luckily enough, those accounts are, well, gone, but they will resurface again eventually, sadly enough. Well, with that out of the way, again, yes, I browsed through each, and apparently this one I ran into, of course, on the day of publication on each, and apparently it was at the time put on as free. Or more like it was discounted on the release, something like that. And it is linked to my account now. On Edge. Yeah. But yeah, it's $4.69 on each, the Useless Demon Lord. Link in the description as per usual. Go and get the game yourself. Yes, for $4.69. The game from Firecat. Dude, I had fun playing this, not gonna lie. I really enjoyed it. Cool story, cute characters. Alright. And the music. Dude, I don't know what's happening with me right now, but I really do enjoy hearing jazz music as of late. I don't think I've been listening to it in the past a lot. It was more like, oh, detective game, let's play it. And there was jazz music which worked for me. But right now, I'm actually like, dude, I kind of feel like listening to jazz. YouTube, jazz music, boom. Hour long, let's go. I don't know, like, I feel like my tastes are changing, basically. Which is normal, I would assume. Except for games. Games I still, you know, like kind of the same, maybe. Well, I mean, in the end, I like most of the games. I feel like it's hard to get on my bedside. Unless... I mean, the last game that I really did not enjoy was Sweet Fruitcake, right? We all know that was a dumpster dive. But let's not get to it. Useless Demon, I enjoyed it. Hope you all enjoyed as well. If you just jumped into this episode, well, either get the game yourself or, you know, get to the entire playlist of mine and check the game. This way, I guess. I would definitely appreciate you watching the stuff, but I would definitely also appreciate if you went to the dev and purchased the game. Yes. And I bet the dev also would appreciate that. What I would also appreciate is for you to subscribe to the channel. There will be more games, some free, some not free, obviously. Some I might not even again realize that I picked for free because it was discounted at some point, and I'll be like, okay, this is actually a game I should have purchased, and I have no memory of purchasing it. Again. It's scary, it's scary. But yeah. Oh yeah, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram in the description. If you're into this stuff, you can follow me there as well. I need to get onto Twitch like regularly. God damn it. This is the second week, by the way, that I skipped. I did not stream again. I'm annoyed at myself, but I didn't feel well. Anywho, let's end it. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you all have a wonderful day, week, month, entire year. And hopefully I'll see you in the next game, which will be a return to a franchise that we played in the past. I think there are 4 or 5 playlists on the channel already. This will be the next one. What it is, well, tune in tomorrow and you will find out. Actually, maybe not tomorrow. I finished this. It might be going alongside, so you might have seen already what the game is. Basically, it's Raising Angels. I'm gonna say it now. Alright, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.